awesome lineup for everyone here tonight. So I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine, a very talented, hilarious stand-up comedian from San Francisco. Please make a warm welcome for Mr. Barry Fisher.
Thank you, Dan. It is great to be here at Buon Vino Global Headquarters. Came over here from San Francisco tonight. I'm here to celebrate the great community that Dan has built. Let's give him a hand. I'm also here for another reason. It's the same reason that Donald Trump ran for president. I need the money. Yeah. It's crazy how divided our country still is politically, and I want to help fix that. So I'm doing something that comes naturally to me. I'm regrowing my unibrow to show that the left and the right can come together and do extraordinary things. Thank you. My name is Barry. It used to be a more popular name. 50 years ago, it was in the top 100 names in America, and now it's not even in the top 1,000. And that's not funny, I'm just giving you the data. But it is a fun name. When I was growing up with Dan, we grew up together, kids would call me Strawberry, Boysenberry. One kid called me Chinese Gooseberry. Yeah, which I found odd. But my proudest moment of having a fruit-based name happened about 10 years ago when a blackberry became president. Thank you. Who here likes asparagus? Yeah. Wow, I'd say the majority of you. And you look great, maybe as a result. You may know that eating asparagus can make your pee smell weird. I've also found that your pee can make asparagus smell weird. It works both ways. When someone sends me an email with the sign-off warmly, I imagine they just peed themselves. That concludes the pee segment of the show. So I've been on the road this summer. I was in London for a comedy competition, and I got voted out by the audience in the first round. Thank you. And yeah, the Brits voted me out. I was bummed at first too. But then I realized these are the same people who voted for Brexit. They make poor decisions. So I recovered quickly. I was also in Japan this year. I felt an immediate connection to the place. Even when I look at Japan's flag, I see a part of myself, specifically the top of my head when I'm wearing a red yarmulke. Another thing I liked about Japan was their buttholes. They have the cleanest buttholes in the world in Japan. It's because the toilets have a button you press that sprays a stream of cleansing water directly at your butthole. This is true. This is true. So it's fancy stuff. But I feel that every place has its distinct type of butthole. Like Washington, D.C. has the biggest buttons. San Francisco, the most expensive buttons. Walnut Creek You know, I haven't quite put my finger on your butthole. But I'm looking into it. And I'll let you know what I find.
Yeah.
Walnut Creek. You guys want to hear some impressions?
Yes.
Just working on a few impressions. This is my impression of a Pez dispenser. Telling you to get lost before giving you some candy. Thank you. A couple more. This is my imitation of imitation crab. Finally, this is my imitation of an imitation Rolex. Tick tock, fake clock, tick tock, fake clock, tick tock. I'm not an impressionist. I'm trying my best. Thank you. I've been trying out new technologies. Last week, I took my first Uber Eats pool. Uber Eats pool. I got picked up by a food truck. And inside there was a potluck dinner going on. It was fun, but things got a little complicated when we picked up a couple vegans unexpectedly. They were very high maintenance passengers. Most of what I'm telling you tonight, I wrote in the shower on a waterproof pad. I kid you not. I take a lot of notes in the shower. And I take so many notes that I'll often hear my wife knock on the door and say, "What are you doing in there? You're wasting water." And she's right. My comedy is not good for the environment. The League of Conservation Voters was at one of my shows. They gave my show a D-. That's how bad I am for the environment. But I think it would make me perfect to run Donald Trump's EPA. Oh. Are you booing me? Celebrated my 2-year wedding anniversary this year. That's very kind of you. And things are going well in marriage. I think it's because my wife and I share the same values. Like, one thing we both want to do more of is to buy local, which is why we're thinking of moving to China. So, where I live in San Francisco, I can sometimes hear my neighbors talking because the houses are close together. And instinctively, I will sometimes blurt something out as if I'm a part of their conversation. The other morning, I heard a teenage girl getting ready for school, and she was yelling, "Dad, I can't find my phone." And the dad yelled, "I didn't touch it. I don't know where your phone is." And then I yelled, "Just call the phone." And my neighbor's response to this was several minutes of total silence. Which suggests I solved their problem. That's what good neighbors do. But later that week, my neighbor returned the favor. I was having an argument with my wife about how many seasons of Seinfeld there were. and I heard my neighbor yell, "Just Google it!" My neighbor and I haven't spoken since then. So this is not my day job, maybe as you can tell. During the day, I write things for companies like blog posts and fact sheets and a tweet now and then. And when I write something, the feedback I'll often get is that what I wrote is fine, but that it still needs to be blessed. It needs to be blessed by a senior director of some kind. Here's my question. At what point in your career do you get the authority to bless things? I think if you work in the private sector chasing profits, you forfeit the right to bless anything. For me, I only accept blessings from 3 sources. 1, the rabbi who bar mitzvahed me. Number 2, anyone who hears me sneeze. And 3, customer service reps wishing me a blessed day. Not one of those people, you can't bless me. So my wife is very into outdoor activities, so we've been doing a lot of hiking. I never understood the difference between hiking and walking, but I think I may have figured it out. And here it is. In hiking, you have to say hello to people. Hikers always want to say, "Hi." "Howdy." "Good morning." "Hi." I think that's why it's called hiking. Hold on. There's more. And I think it's ironic because I thought the whole point of hiking is to avoid human interaction. But my favorite hikers are the ones who, when they're passing you on the trail, with no reduction in walking speed, say, "Hi, how are you?" I don't think they care how I'm doing. I didn't have the chance to reply before they hiked off. And I'll tell you this, the feeling is mutual. I don't care how they're doing. I was at my parents' this summer. I paid them a visit. Whenever I'm at my parents' house, I'm afraid I'm going to get injured. Okay, not because they're abusive or anything like that. It's because if I do get injured, everything in their first aid kit expired 15 to 20 years ago. They have ointments in their first aid kit that are supposed to sting when you put them on, but they don't sting anymore. That's concerning to me. For Band-Aids, they have an aluminum tin of limited edition Band-Aids commemorating the 1996 Summer Olympics. They don't stick to your skin anymore. So when I'm home, I stick to low-risk activities. You know, no sports, no knife sharpening, no origami. Get a paper cut, making a deformed bird. You don't want that. Last year, I did a half marathon. It's a big deal for me. And it went well. I just wish there were more things I could get credit for doing half of. Like my wife doesn't congratulate me for doing half the dishes. She says, "Why didn't you do all 26.2 dishes?" So I've been posting more of my shows on YouTube. You may have seen me. My most watched YouTube video has just over 2,000 views. Thank you. The audience I performed in last night was totally silent. I don't think they've been watching the high volume YouTube videos. But yeah, thank you. But I compare that to other comedy videos on YouTube. Like, I saw one with 35,000 views called Painfully Awkward Stand-Up Comedy. 35,000 views. And then I saw another one with 1 million views called Worst Stand-Up Ever. There were 9 YouTube videos called Worst Stand-Up. It's a growing subgenre in this industry. And then there was one with 2.2 million views called Traumatized Stand-Up Comedian Bombs on Stage. Okay, I look at those numbers and I just hope that someday that could be me. Thank you, Buon Vino.